Hello everybody, Satya here once again. Thank you for your patience. After 2 weeks we are going to have a wonderful session today. Yeah, so we were in between 3-point perspective. I'm just going to draw some scene in 3-point perspective. Basically, this 3-point perspective is used in widely in architecture. Of course, the car designers, they work on mainly in 2-point perspective. Nevertheless, it is always better to know something more and fascinating. For example, I got so thrilled with 3-point perspective, I started making a lot of abstract painting out of that. I will show you those new 3-point abstracts also. But anyway, by principle we have 3 vanishing points. That's the reason why it is called 3-point perspective. And you have vanishing point 1 here, 2 here and 3 here. All the sides are going, instead of parallelism, it's going towards one point. So we are adding the 3rd new vanishing point. As yours, this is going to be the horizon. Anyway, this horizon is actually, I am taking this VP1 and VP2 as the divider of the sky and the ground, which is horizon. Anyway, right. And if you see here, 1, 2, 1 dash and 2 dash. This is the horizon. Anything above the horizon is in the sky, so you will see only the bottom part of the the structures which I am drawing here. Number 1, and this is from the top, and these 2 lines are parallel, even though if it is not appearing parallel, but these 2 are parallel lines which is going. Don't imagine as a tapered trapezoidal or pyramid or whatever. It's not pyramid, I'm not drawing pyramid. It's a perfect cube where this and this is parallel and this is parallel and this is parallel. So literally the parallel thing from this point is here, but you see this is going because all these the vertical axis are all going towards one point called vanishing point. Okay, right. So this is the bottom one, which I am shading with little darker stuffs, and of course the side can be little saturated, and here, and if you see that a little differently, I just created a kind of a silhouette at the horizon, maybe some very small trees. It should be little thin and small, of course it's huge structure. So in all direction it makes sense. So if anyone try to really work out the 3-point perspective, the main thing which you have to understand is all these things are parallel lines. You are not drawing a temple anyway. Right, so the 3-point perspective can be much more interesting when you are doing a lot of abstracts. So I'll show you an example which I did some time back in Ahmedabad when I was there in NID. Last week I was in the guest house. I thought of making some structure. So in this, nevertheless to say that the volume, the sense of distance, of course the layered ones, this is inside and this one is outside, and all the video games and everything has been sketched. The storyboards are done in 3-point perspective. You can imagine a street here, somebody is hiding behind and drawing. So these drawings are the inspirational mood board or storyboard techniques, so you can explain your scene to anybody. It's very helpful for entertainment media, also when it comes for huge streets and architectural buildings, new buildings and things like that. Anyway, so, and if you make a kind of abstract painting out of 3-point perspective, again VP1, VP2, VP3, and this VP2 to VP3 is not the end of the scene. So if you want to extend further, still you can go further out of this also. So imagine there is a street here and some tapered columns are there. What I tried here is some cylindrical or curvy or fillet, whatever you call it, very tempered curves I'm trying. You can see these fillets, frame and fillet. We have a frame and filleted there, and of course this kind of abstract painting can be done. Like there are a lot of people in Europe, especially in Germany, used to do some tessellation. I don't know if you guys know what tessellation is all about. It's about the 3D illustration. Sometime when you go behind, it will be very different. Please find out in Google what is tessellation is all about. Anyway, right. So I'm just going to show you a kind of I'm using scale to save some time, because all you guys know I can even draw with left hand, but while I'm explaining, I don't want to wash away by preparing to do a wonderful line out there. Anyway, so I name it vanishing point 1, VP2, and somewhere far away, I take VP3. Simple. You have to connect all of them with very less pressure out there, very less of the pressure. Okay, fantastic. So whatever you do here, if I am doing a cube here in 3-point perspective, assume that this is the vertical one is where your eye is, and this is horizon. So taking this as the divider between the sky and the ground, we have a kind of layout here. I'm just going to have a simple what do you call kind of structures here. I've taken very randomly, and this intersection is coming out of vanishing point 3. Fine. Okay, so I am going to take some random height, some length. Yeah, fine. We'll have some lengthy stuff here, so you can take this as the side of something, and you can even take this as another side of column. I'm going to imagine a vertical kind of column there. Right, this is column that you are, or you can even imagine a kind of high-rise building. Hope it will not fall down, and of course it's coming all the way from here, and a small kind of platform, and you have a road here, big road here. Assume you have in between a junction where this road even going beyond that boundary which we are fixing. I assume you also have a kind of platform. Alright, so I see this, it's up to your imagination how you look at it. Okay, so there is another street which is coming from here to here. Definitely you will not see the other that. Okay, now of course there is a road from there also. And I think it's in far away distance, so therefore this is going to be the platform there. Alright, so I have now how you can define the height of this building. I have a very high-rise building here which is going from this point to that point. Alright, so I just don't want to go beyond the horizon, because assume that you are in a helicopter, so we can cut this here. And yes, and of course you have these 4 points. Please focus upon these points 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the top view, and this is going to be the bottom of this building. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we can have a kind of garden here. A kind of small tree which is the other side of the building. Fine. So you are able to visualize this, how you can detail this. We can see it little detail, but at the same time I just want you guys to understand this kind of sketches give you a lot of, if you explore this, you can be an entertainment designer for kind of Hollywood movies, where you can really draw the storyboard for these people, or a game designer where this kind of blocks has been rotated and modeled in a lot of softwares, and so but you can create any environment, city, especially very futuristic city. So all right, of course if you can rotate that other way around, it still be meaningful, because this is going to be your horizon. So you will see the if you are turning back like this, you will, come out of kind of imagination where you have a big, pillars around. The third pillar which is coming here, or vice versa. It has to be as per your imagination. But whichever is comfortable to you, you can imagine. So my imagination is also based from my referral instinct. So that for some time I see something while I am sketching. You guys may imagine something based on your referral, which may go a little wrong also. But the important thing is, if you know the fundamentals of this, you will not worry to restrict your imagination. Meaning the capability of your brain is so much, but the basic principle or logics of making a scene, which is actually under some rules or laws or whatever, that is what's stopping you from imagining an extra. So that's the reason why all Indian gaming and gaming and entertainment media have, from my point, it's very less to do with when it comes for futurism. So futuristic products, futuristic movies and futuristic environment, futuristic games have to come out by and large. So in this view, this tree is looking little odd. So therefore, nowadays the trees can be of in the 7th floor, I don't know. Before that, of course, we will divide this into 3 major parts. You know how to divide this into 3. Go to the diagonals. So connect the center point from here. Oh no. From there, connect these 2. As you know, now you know how to divide this into 3. So these are the 3 division of 3 here. Okay. The other one is here. How to create. All right. So this is the division of 3 there, and you'll have each 3 will have 3 floors, and what totally 9 floors. Okay, we'll have 9 floors now. So this is going to be the bottom of the platform. But when it comes for this kind of scenes, for me it is quite intuitive. I never prepared this. So one can say, again, this is the one division. You can divide it further 3. From here it can go like this, and you have the another 3 things to do. Okay. 1, 2. Yep. So this is divided into 3 equal parts, and of course this is 1, this is 1. Fine, I will do that. 1. Fantastic. Another 3 here. So I have this point and this point. This point and Okay, fantastic. So we have now a 9-story building here. Yeah, all of them are connected towards other vanishing point. You all guys know that. Probably, you know. So as it is facing down, flip it a bit. Obviously you will not see the other top. Okay. Fine. So in any direction, if it is from here, you can ask what is this pillar is doing here. It's very simple. If you know the fundamentals, it's very simple. I mean, but I am using scale, but I don't think it will be good if you guys really use a scale or anything here. So therefore you'll get a wonderful scene out there. If you are practicing it freehand, that means you are going to do thousands of lines along with it. So therefore your manual capability of putting your lines will be improved, and if you have your own skill, you need not to worry about any other thing. If your lines are even normally I do freehand whenever I try to do this. Okay, so what you can do if you want, if you have some patience, you can even connect this to the other vanishing point. So therefore this lab will get continued. Yes, I have it here, which is very simple. You know where you are coming from and connect them to the opposite vanishing point. You have it here. Oh, fantastic. Now, of course, you have the intersection here from this point, this point, this point is the intersection. Okay, be little patient because these dots are very important for you to understand where the reverse, I mean the invisible side of the building have these slabs coming from other what you call, yeah, I think this is almost there, of course there. Fine. Fantastic. So unfortunately this is big, small. Now if you get one point, you can do elsewhere this also. This is also really helpful. Cool. So when I see this, so I would like to see where it is coming from. Anyway, so all these things connected to the opposite. Okay. These are the things that I have to find out. I am taking the other one. Okay, so this is how the building evolves. Now if I look at this from this direction, I get something little more different than what it is the other side. So of course the perspective is always fun. You have to find how you are going to actually use it in your imagination. But anyway, I think you guys have to practice this and develop it. Probably this is something to explain the 3-point perspective to you, and I think you might have understood the basic principles of making a 3-point perspective. I'll just take the important stuffs out of that. The rest you have to develop. I will also show you tomorrow how I am going to detail it. I am going to detail it little more. If I am detailing in front of you, it will be really boring you guys, but of course it's very, very interesting to draw buildings and streets, and you can even place a car here or a truck here. What will be the height of the human? Maybe this. You have to imagine all that. This is the human. If somebody is standing here, then he will be slightly more higher than this. Maybe this. This will be the height of a man who is standing there. And of course, if this is the height of a man, and definitely there should be something of this kind. Okay, and at this point, if you come to be this way, so this is where you can stand. This is going to be the you can imagine a helipad or something there. You can go detailing it. Okay, so see if these lines are really consistent from. Oh no, it's very simple if you know the logic. So someone can do something better than what I am imagining if you are really an artist within you. Of course, all are welcome. If you do something like this, please do send it to us. Launchpad will definitely try to post it in their sites. With our students' work, good work, are more big asset than my sketches, and that's how I see. If you are having some interesting scene out of this 3-point perspective, please do send it to me. I will further detail this up because it will be a kind of boring to you guys. So to have a kind of recap, we'll visit once again. Yeah, so this is the horizon. You can have right, so you have vanishing point 1, vanishing point 2 and vanishing point 3. So this is the horizon. I'm taking these vertical ones randomly. This is where my eye is, so randomly pick some side and this thing. I extended it. I decided not to go here. If you want, you can even do that. I can even have a kind of further building to sketch. It can go from here. It can be. So you guys are brilliant, and you can develop more interesting views of the same, or you can take underlays and do something on top of that also. Ready? So there is a small recap between three vanishing points. You have a horizon, and of course I just have detailed all these things. Fantastic scenario can be done. Of course, if you have imagination, you know, as I told you earlier, sky's the limit, and in all directions it is like this. Anyway, so that's all about 3-point perspective. So, and also division of 3 and 3 multiples, and a nice road here and things like that.